Welcome students. In this video we will be covering chapter number 15, our environment of grade 10th science. So now what is an environment? Environment is a sum total of all the external conditions and influences that affect life and development of an organism. Okay, environment मतलब just whatever conditions that are in the entire atmosphere which helps the organisms to live, which help the organisms to develop itself, which gives a precise situations जहाँ पे वो अच्छी तरह ग्रो कर सकता है, उसको कहते हैं environment. Now again this environment is divided into ecosystem. Okay, environment consists of an ecosystem. Ecosystem is a structural and functional unit of biosphere. What is a biosphere? We have already learned that atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, lithosphere. Okay, so biosphere means it includes the atmosphere. So ecosystem is a structural and functional unit of biosphere which comprises of all the organisms which interact with one another, and they may be living and non-living in the living or non-living areas. Okay, the ecosystem is a sphere in which all the organisms interact with one another in a specified area, in a non-living constituent area. Again, ecosystem is divided into natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystem means forest, desert, ponds, etc. are included in natural ecosystem, and crop, field, garden, aquarium, all these are included in a artificial ecosystem. Okay, but before that, environment consists of biodegradable substances and non-biodegradable substances. ठीक है, biodegradable substances होते हैं, non-biodegradable substances होते हैं in the environment. Biodegradable means the substances which are broken down into simple harmless substances in nature by action of microorganisms. ठीक है, कोई भी microorganisms के action के वजह से जो simple substances होते हैं, simple harmful substances, they decompose or break down into complex substances, break down into simple and harmless substances is known as biodegradable substances. And the non-biodegradable substances means the substances which cannot be broken down into simpler harmless substances in nature. Examples of biodegradable substances are the peels of vegetables, okay, cotton, everything are biodegradable. But non-biodegradable includes plastic, PVCs, है ना, जो बहुत टाइम लगता है डिकम्पोज होने के लिए, जो बहुत टाइम लगता है फिर से, जो हार्मफुल होते हैं एनवायरनमेंट के लिए. It is known as non-biodegradable substances, and examples we already discussed. Now coming back to ecosystem, as I told you that ecosystem is a area which comprises of all the organisms which interact with one another structurally and functionally in the biosphere to live their lives. Okay, now again this ecosystem consists of two components, biotic components and abiotic components. Biotic components means the living organisms of the environment. Okay, for example, plants, animals, all these are the living organisms in the environment. They are included in the biotic components. And abiotic component means the non-living part of the environment. For example, air, water, soil, etc. are the abiotic components of the ecosystem. Now, as I told you that biotic components include plants and animals. Again, these biotic components are classified into producers, consumers and decomposers. Okay, biotic मतलब living, तो producers मतलब those who produce the food, consumers those who are eating it, and decomposers those who eat the consumers. This we have already learned in our previous classes. So before coming to food web, me explain you what is producer, what is consumer, and what is decomposers. Producers means organisms which produce food by photosynthesis. For example, who produce the food with the help of photosynthesis? Green plants. Okay, the green plants are known as the producers. Now, the green plants are eaten by the organisms, tiger, lion, etc., deer. They eat the green plants. So, they are the consumers. The consumers means organisms which depend on the producers for the living are known as consumers. Now, decomposers means the microorganisms who obtain the energy from the chemicals derived from the breaking down of dead organic matter. मतलब जहाँ पे गंदी जो dead organic matter means a saprophytic mode of nutrition. Those who undergo saprophytic mode of nutrition are known as decomposers. They live on the dead and decaying matter. For example, fungus, bacteria, etc. are the decomposers. They decompose the consumers, they decompose the producers, and they obtain nutrition from them. Now, consumers are again classified into herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Herbivorous are the animals that consume plants. Example, cows that eat grass are known as herbivorous. And carnivorous means the animals that eat meat of the other animals, means जो herbivorous को खाते हैं, they are known as the carnivorous. Tiger, wolf, etc. are carnivorous. And omnivorous means the animals that eat both plants and animals. ठीक है, plants भी खाते हैं, animals भी खाते हैं, वैसे organisms को कहते हैं omnivorous. Example, we humans are omnivorous. Cockroaches are omnivorous animals. Now, next topic is food chain and the food web. Now, what is a food chain? A food chain. Before food chain, let me explain about food web. A food web is a network of various food chains. Okay? A food web is a network of various food chain which are interconnected at various trophic levels. ठीक है, network of various food chains. Food chains मतलब क्या होते हैं? Food web मतलब बहुत सारे food web जो एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरकनेक्टेड होते हैं एट वेरियस ट्रॉपिक लेवल्स. ट्रॉपिक लेवल्स कौन से होते हैं? जो मैंने बताया, प्रोड्यूसर, कंज्यूमर, डिकम्पोजर्स, है ना. प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर, सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर, टर्शरी कंज्यूमर्स, प्रोड्यूसर्स, ये सब ट्रॉपिक लेवल्स होते हैं. दिस आर द ट्रॉपिक लेवल्स. ओके, प्रोड्यूसर्स, प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर्स, सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स, टर्शरी कंज्यूमर्स, ये एक ट्रॉपिक लेवल है. ट्रॉपिक लेवल में एक पिरामिड बनाया हुआ है. जैसे कि प्रोड्यूसर्स होते हैं, प्रोड्यूसर्स आर ईटन बाय द प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर्स, प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर्स आर द कंज्यूम बाय सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स, एंड द सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स आर कंज्यूम बाय द टर्शरी कंज्यूमर्स. सो दिस इज अ फूड वेब. अब फूड चेन क्या होता है? फूड चेन इज अ सीक्वेंस ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स थ्रू विच energy is transferred in the form of food by the process of one organism consuming the other. This is an example of food chain. ठीक है, for example A1, in A figure you can see the trees are eaten by the deer is eaten by the tiger, small shrubs are eaten by the insects say frog, frogs say snake, snakes say vulture, grass is eaten by the scorpio is eaten by the fishes is eaten by the cocks. So here this is a complete food chain. Food chain मतलब एक एक लेवल पे ऑर्गेनिजम्स उनके नीचे लेवल के ऑर्गेनिजम्स को खा जाते हैं. So this is food chain and network of food chain. Network of this food chain are known as food web. This is a food web. Okay, this is a food web consisting of many food chains. उसको कहते हैं food web. एक जो सीक्वेंस होता है ऑर्गेनिजम्स का जो एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट होते हैं, एक दूसरे को खा लेते हैं फॉर एनर्जी, इट इज़ नोन एज फूड चेन. एंड द नेटवर्क ऑफ फूड चेन interconnected at different trophic level is known as a food web. Okay, next, as I told you, the trophic level consists of primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Prime producers में कौन आता है? Producers में आते हैं green plants. Green plants are the producers. Primary consumers are the herbivorous. Secondary consumers are the carnivorous, and the tertiary consumers are the carnivorous. ठीक है, सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स में भी कार्निवोरस आते हैं, टर्शरी कंज्यूमर्स में भी कार्निवोरस आते हैं. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज द फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी. ओके, The flow of energy, this is a diagram that shows the flow of energy in the ecosystem. The producers make the food with the help of sunlight. Without sunlight, they cannot make the food. The herbivores are dependent on the producers. The carnivores are dependent on the herbivores, and the top carnivores, that is the tertiary consumers, are dependent again on the carnivores. Now here, this flow of energy means ample amount of energy is given by the sunlight, is produced from the sunlight and is carried forward to the producers. Producers take an ample amount of energy to make food. Now when the herbivores eat the producers, they take only a small part of energy is given to the herbivores, and from the herbivores a small part is given to the carnivores, and from the carnivores a small part is given to the top carnivores. Now where is the remaining energy? Suppose the sunlight has given, the producers have taken 100% energy from the sunlight, but only 10% of energy is going back to herbivores. So where is the 90% energy going? The 90% energy is consumed by the producers for the remaining activities that they have to carry out.